Hello everyone. Today in this session we are going to continue with the data representation chapter 2 and topic 3, and we are going to look at the number conversions: decimal to octal, octal to decimal, octal to binary, binary to octal, decimal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to decimal. Now we will do the decimal to octal conversion, and here we are going to use the repeated division method. It is the same as the decimal to binary conversion, but here the only difference is the division factor of 8 is used instead of 2, and we will see that with an example. Here the number 266 decimal number has to be converted to octal. For that we are going to do the repeated division. 266 is first divided by 8, the quotient is 33 and the remainder is 2. Again divide by 8, the quotient is 4, remainder is 1, and divide again by 8. Since it's not divisible, the quotient is 0 and the remainder is 4. And we are going to write down the number from the bottom to the top, as the number 4 will be the MSD and most significant digit, and 2 will be the LSD. And we can see that 266 base 10, that is the decimal number, is same as 412 base 8, the octal number. Next we will look at the octal to decimal conversion. The first example, we are taking the number 372, which is an octal number, and we already saw that the decimal equivalent is obtained by multiplying each octal digit by its positional weight. Here we have written 372 and its positional weight below, which we can see 8 to the power 2, 8 to the power 1 and 8 to the power 0. And so we are going to multiply each digit with its positional value to get the decimal equivalent. So that is 3 into 8 to the power 2 plus 7 into 8 to the power 1 plus 2 into 8 to the power 0, which becomes 3 into 64 plus 7 into 8 plus 2 into 1, and the result is 250, which is the decimal equivalent of 372 octal number. And let us look at another example. It's 24.6 octal number, and we already saw in the previous videos that any number after the octal point, in this case it's octal point, are nothing but negative powers of 8. So we can write 24.6 to convert it, we are going to multiply by its positional weight. So it becomes 2 into 8 to the power 1 plus 4 into 8 to the power 0 plus 6 into 8 to the power minus 1, as 6 is after the octal point, and the decimal equivalent of 24.6, the octal number, is 20.75. Now we will look at the octal to binary conversion. Here the octal to binary conversion is performed by converting each octal digit to its 3-bit binary equivalent. The table shows the octal number and its binary equivalent, and it is better to memorize this so that the conversions become easier. Now let us look at the first example. It's 472 base 8. Here the binary equivalent of 4 is 100, 7 is 111 and 2 is 010. And combining all these binary numbers, we get the binary equivalent of 472 base 8, which is nothing but 100, 111, 010. Now let us take another example. It's 5431 base 8, which is the octal number. We can see that the binary equivalent of 5 is 101, 4 is 100, 3 is 011 and 1 is 001. And we are going to combine this starting from the MSB, and we are going to get the binary equivalent of this. So the binary equivalent of the octal number 5431 is 101, 100, 011, 001. Now let us look at the third example. Here there is a number with octal point, and it is similar to the regular number, but here we are going to keep the octal point as such and going to get the binary equivalent, and and this becomes the this point becomes the binary point after the conversion, and the binary equivalent of 3 is 101 and 1 is 001, and so we get the binary equivalent of 3.1 as 101.001. The next one is the binary to octal conversion. Here what we are going to do is the bits of the binary integer are grouped into groups of 3 bits starting from the LSB. Then each group is converted to its octal equivalent. Let us look at the example. 100111010, and this is converted into groups of 3 bits each, and we can see that the octal equivalent of 010 is 2, 111 is 7, and 100 is 4. So the octal equivalent of the binary number 100111010 is 472. Next we are going to take another example. So like convert 110101110 to octal. Here again we are going to make groups of 3 bits starting from the LSB, and what we have to make sure is that like sometimes the number of bits are not sufficient enough to make it into groups of 3 bits. So here we are finding that the last segment doesn't have enough number of bits. So in that case what we do is add 1 or 2 zeros to the left of MSB, like how much ever it's needed. So in this example we are missing 1 bit, and then so we are going to add an extra 0 to make it as 3 bits. So writing down the octal equivalent of this, we get 326. So the octal equivalent of the binary number 1101010 is 326. Next example, we will convert 10110.0101. Here we are seeing a binary point, so we will see how to deal with this. So the binary number to the left of the binary point, we are going to again group them into 3 bits, and we find that an extra 0 is needed to make the last group as 3-bit group. And to the right of the binary point, we are starting with immediately after the binary point, and we are grouping them into 3 bits, and we find that the last group needs 2 extra zeros to be added to the right to make it a 3-bit to make it a group of 3 bits. And so after this step we are going to write down the octal equivalent of this 3-bit group. So the binary number 10110.0101 equivalent octal number is 26.24. Now we will look at decimal to hex conversion. So it's the same way like what we did in the decimal to binary conversion as well as in the decimal to octal conversion. We are going to repeatedly divide this decimal number by 16 to get the hexadecimal equivalent. And in that process you can notice that if the remainders are greater than 9, then they are represented by the letters A through F. And now let us take the example 423. So we are dividing that by 16. 26 is the quotient, 7 is the remainder, and dividing again by 16, 1 is the quotient and 10 is the remainder, and that 10's equivalent hexadecimal value is A, and that is noted down. And again 1 is remaining, so it is not divisible by 16, so the quotient is 0 and the remainder is 1, and this number is noted down from the bottom till the top, that is from the MSD, most significant digit, to the least significant digit. So 423 in decimal is same as 1A7 in hexadecimal. And we will take another example. Convert 214 decimal number to hexadecimal. We are dividing this again by 16. Quotient is 13, remainder is 6. 13 is not divisible by 16, so quotient is 0 and the remainder is 13, and the equivalent hexadecimal value for 13 is D. And we are again noting this number from the bottom to the top, which is MSD to the LSD, and so 214 base 10, that is decimal number, is same as D6, which is the hexadecimal for 214. Look at the hexadecimal to decimal conversion. We will get the decimal equivalent of a hexadecimal number by multiplying the hexadecimal digit by its positional weight and then adding the individual results to get the equivalent, decimal equivalent. So here 356 is taken, and we are going to multiply with the positional equivalent. So it becomes 3 into 16 power 2 plus 5 into 16 power 1 plus 6 into 16 power 0, and adding all that we get the result 854, which is the decimal equivalent of 356 base 16. Now let us take the next example. 2AF base 16 has to be converted to decimal. So here we need to note down the letters A and F. We are going to write the equivalent value, like A is same as 10 and F is same as 15. So in the computation it's going to be 2 into 16 power 2 plus 10 into 16 power 1 plus 15 into 16 power 0. And we get 512 plus 160 plus 15, and the result is 687 base 10, which is the decimal equivalent of 2AF. Now we will see if we have to convert a number with a hexadecimal point, how to do it. Like given an example like 56.08, and we know that for the numbers after the digits after the hexadecimal point, we are going to multiply that by the positional weights which are in the negative powers of 16. So we will look at the computation. So it's going to be 5 into 16 power 1 plus 6 into 16 power 0 plus 0 into 16 power minus 1 plus 8 into 16 power minus 2. And computing that, we get the final result. It is 86.03125 base 10, which is the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number 56.08. We are done with today's topics, and we will meet again with the rest of the topics. If you want to be updated with the new video releases, please subscribe, and thank you.